Hi, my name's Amira and welcome back to my channel. Today I have the new Makeup Geek Kathleen Lights Highlighter Palette collab. It is quite beautiful, but I thought I would show you some swatches and kind of like a little first impressions review on it because I've just used it today for the first time. Like, I've swatched it a few times, but today's the first time actually applying it to my face because I haven't worn makeup in a few weeks. So yeah, let's get into the little review of this palette. So the packaging is beautiful. I really like this. It kind of has that same like feel as the Manny Makeup Geek palette. And then on the back, you know, you've got your Kathleen Lights stuff. My dog chewed the outside packaging. When you open it up, there is no mirror, which I don't care about. It's just cardboard. It can fold behind, which I love, which I didn't like about the Kylie palette, where you couldn't get to fold behind. So inside you have 3 shades. So Kathleen said she designed this palette so that there was light, medium and tan or deep skin tones all catered for. Now I understand, but most people aren't gonna have all 3 of those skin types. Me, I can go from very light because when I don't have any fake tan on, I just fake tan tonight, so I'm more of the medium. But I don't think that I would ever be dark enough to take advantage of the deeper skin tone shade. I did very lightly dust over the whole cheek area today, and I did apply it to my lids. But yeah, I feel like, I mean, that's gonna last you forever if you're using it as an eyeshadow, because look how big it is. It's like the size of my head, this palette. This is Benefit Hoola, so you can see the size, like next to it, each pan. So yeah, that is kind of, I'm like, well, what are you thinking, Kathleen? Like, I get that she's very, very fair, so she's wanted to cater to lots of different people, but putting it all in one palette is kind of I feel like that's a bit of a mistake, because unless you are a makeup artist, you're not gonna use all 3 shades. But that's just my opinion. But I did see only just today that Makeup Geek are releasing individual highlighters, and they look the exact same as this, like one square, same pattern. So I'm not sure if they are releasing a whole range or if they're releasing just these 3 shades as individuals. I think it's going to be a whole range. Hopefully some or all of these will also be available individually, so keep an eye out on that. I follow Trend Mood on Instagram, but also check out Beauty News. They've got a Facebook group and they post all about new releases, and you can post in there when you see new stuff coming out as well. You can have a chat with your girls, and they've got like a YouTube channel as well, so they kind of discuss everything. So I'm going to keep my eye on them as well, because they seem to pick up things that I do not pick up because I am pretty lazy. So yeah, that's where I saw in Beauty News group, they said that these are going to be singles of some kind. Makeup Geek are doing some kind of single highlighter. But yeah, anyway, so hopefully if you were holding back on this palette because of the variety of shades in it that you don't think you're going to use, then yeah, keep an eye out on the singles. Looking at these shades, you've got the first one, which is like a more gold, typical gold champagne, which is Sunlight. The middle one is, what is it, Starlight, which is more of a pink. And then you've got your last one, which is Nightlight, which is a deeper shade. So that's all very pretty. I used the golden champagne one on my cheek, and you could see how it applied. Very pretty. It's nothing special though, it's just kind of like a standard gold champagne. Pretty, very intense. But yeah, nothing super special, I don't really think. Their middle, more pink shade, very beautiful. Like, it didn't look like a pink stripe. I built it up to be quite intense, and yeah, it didn't look like a pink stripe or anything. It just looked like, you know, that pink sheen to your cheek, which is really gorgeous. And then I mixed them together because Kathleen, I had one color on each cheek, but Kathleen Lights said that she loves to wear the first 2 mixed together. So you can see mixed together. They're quite pretty. It's like a wet looking highlight. Like, it's not really shimmery. Like, if you put heaps on, I could see it being shimmery. As I started to bring it a little bit down here, it starts to accentuate my pores, so I really tried to keep it just here. And it does look like a wet sheen to the cheeks. Then you've got your last bronze shade, and I wasn't going to put it on my cheeks, so I just kind of dust it over this whole cheek area. And then I did put it on my eyelids. Now, it is creasing a little bit, but I might not have set my base properly, so it could just be that as well. And I did use the gold champagne in the inner corners as well. So it is quite a gorgeous palette. If I feel like this is probably better if you're more of a makeup artist or doing other people's makeup, or like say your girlfriends come over every weekend and steal your makeup when you get ready to all go out or something, then maybe it's worth it. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the first two. They will get used. The last one, I'm pretty lazy with my makeup, so the last one probably will get used as well, because I'll chuck them on my cheeks and I'll just chuck that on my eyelids. But if you like to do like a full glam look, you might find that, you know, you're not really using one of the shades or two of the shades very often. You just kind of use the one that you like. So if you're not sure that you will use all three shades, I would definitely say to give it a miss and wait until the individual shades come out, because I do feel like these ones will probably be included in the new individual single pans, and if not, something very, very similar will be included. I mean, especially, they're all pretty standard highlight shades in my opinion, so I feel like they will be released, you know, in the whole collection. I mean, gold champagne, if they don't have that exact one, there will be something that looks almost identical on the skin in their range, I'm sure of it. Again, pink highlight, very pretty, so I think they will include it. And then Makeup Geek usually is pretty good at catering to the deeper skin tone, so I'm sure that you will be covered. So yeah, that's what I think of the palette. Let me know what you think of the palette, and I'll see you all in my next video. Bye.